Hello, welcome to another video by Indicator Vault. My name is Ronald, and in this video we're going to go over the better trend trading indicator, which we can see in the panel here on the right. This is a great indicator to identify the different characteristics of a trend, whether it's a downtrend or uptrend. It has these numbers to correlate with what it is identifying that the current trend is doing. So as you can see from here, this was just getting over an uptrend, this move up. We know that by the blue lines, the dotted line. And then right here, the number 1, you'll see this, when you see the 1, is signifying that it has picked up on a new trend starting. So as we come from this uptrend, obviously we see price still moving down, but here it is now identified we are now in a bearish trend. And obviously we can see as it's continued down strongly on the 15-minute here. So 1 is signifying the start of a new trend. Now, when you see a 2, that is identifying a pullback, and that this retracement should soon be over, and we can now start looking for the current trend to continue. So that's what these 2s are signifying, and you'll see them mostly occur above the dotted line. All right, so we can follow this sort of trend line. This isn't necessary to be used as exactly to play off of bounces or anything like that, but it is part of the indicator that picks up the retracements. You'll see many of them, they will happen above the line, where then price will continue down. We can see a 2 here above the dotted line. Price continues down. 2 here, and then so on and so forth. This one just below it, but this one starting this huge move down as well. When you see a 3, that is indicating to be looking for a breakout trade. And specifically with these pivot lines, you will see them under price in a downtrend, and then when in an uptrend you will see them above price. And so these actually act as targets. So for instance, as we see a 3 form with this candle, yeah, it does pull back up some, but if you're able to get in here with the 3 signifying a breakout, it's signifying this is going to be the breakout here. So if other confirmations line up, you could just do a sell stop below this line as an indication that price is going to continue. It's actually going to show breakout signs below here. And obviously we can see once it reaches below, it then sharply drops to create a new low. And then even here with a 2, signifying the retracement up has ended and going to continue down. And then also with this pivot line here. Now we don't see a 3 show up here, but still nonetheless, when we see this show up, we can expect this to be kind of the line in the sand, so to speak, for the continuation of price. See it here. 3, pivot line show up, retracement. 2, saying this is about to end. Price continues down. Pokes back up into, looks like this supply here. Sharp move down, never returns. And then the best move caught here. From way up here, we've got the 3 telling us, okay, look for the breakout. This is basically its last, gasp before wanting to fall. We got a 2 signifying the retracement as well. and then price just tanks below. So these are definitely great alerts to just sort of gauge price, see what other confluences and confirmations we can use to get into trades, and where, maybe take profits are, what, if it's in a downtrend, we can gauge some of these, seeing this 3 and 2 form here. Well, that would help identify this as a strong high, right? With the confirmations here and then the breakout trade here, we can certainly expect this high is going to want to be defended. That price is not going to easily break above it. And of course, we see here only really kind of gets close to it, comes to this supply before price just falls. So let me bring up another indicator of ours that goes great with this. This is the natural momentum indicator. And now this indicator comes with 2 parts, but that's for another video. So this is just a great other confirmation to trade with this. I won't get into the details of this one just yet. We'll do that in a separate video. But price retraces, we see a 2 as price is going above here. But with this line now turning from green to red, this is also signifying as an extra confirmation that price is wanting to cool down, that this is kind of overextended, this retracement. And with the red line now forming, giving us hints that we should see more downside. And then if you add that with this 2, also saying, basically the same thing, that this retracement is basically over, we can look for some trades to continue the movement down. A great trade would easily be, so after this 2 forms with this candle, with the red line now forming above the blue zoned in section, see price reaches into the gap right here. It's a beautiful gap on both of these candles. Quickly rejects and continues to fall. All the while, red momentum with the red zone now changes to the green line, signifying, okay, maybe a retracement or another pullback is happening. Probably don't want to get into any trends here. Nothing clean. Plus, we're in a downtrend. We just want to trade with the trend. So we see a pullback. See the red line forming again, telling us the same thing as over here that we just went over. Price is wanting to cool down from this retracement, still in a downtrend. We see the same thing form. Retracement's over, bearish momentum. Price easily breaks the pivot line. But here's the cool thing about this price action here that I wanted to get to. We see this supply zone. We could group all these candles together. If you wanted to create a big supply zone. Of course, if you want to be ultra conservative, this is the one that starts the big move down. And then for other reasons, you could even just include this one as well, just because these gaps are also in here. But nonetheless, even if it was just this one, we can see price touches here. So, but look, we don't necessarily see a 2 in this part. But even though it's not identifying this peak as the retracement, once price is starting to consolidate, what it is picking up on is saying, okay, now as this 2 forms, now it's saying the retracement is over. That is unlikely now for price to push up any further. So hypothetically, if you just didn't want to just trade off of the confirmation of this supply zone as it's barely touched, you know, many times we can see price may touch, reject, come back up deeper into the zone. Obviously, it doesn't do that here, but this could act as that confirmation. Okay, finally we see the 3 signifying price wants to break below here, and 2 telling us the retracement is likely over. Couple that with the blue zone getting smaller with the red line above it, telling us, you know, the momentum is starting to gradually build to the downside. So you could easily just wait for extra confirmation, get in a trade here with maybe your stop loss above this high with the belief that this is now the strong high. Ultra conservative one would be above this high here. But look what it does. Obviously breaks through here with ease. Retraces one last time just to poke to about this high, and then pokes into this zone and just plummets. If I had to guess, it doesn't look, just from eyeballing it, yeah, price never breaks above this supply. And so even if you waited for this extra confirmation, seeing the 3 form here, get in the trade and quickly into profit. You could easily take your first profit at this pivot line where it easily breaks to. You can see the next one form, retraces up, breaks it again. Could be second partials right there. And then just rinse and repeat. 2, pullbacks over, breaks below this pivot, 3 telling you to look for the breakout here, and so on and so forth. And I don't believe price, yeah, now it is starting to tell us, okay, look for an uptrend. So we started all over again now on the bull side with these other confluences matching up with the certain characteristics of an uptrend now. So I hope this video was helpful. That's our better trend trading indicator. And until next time.